YouTube, what's going on, man? It's your boy Booba, and welcome back to another player review on the channel. Hope you guys are having an incredible day. Up next on the list of player reviews, we're gonna go ahead and check out our third Magic Nights Evolution card. It's none other than Donyell Malen. Malen is an 85 rated card. He has the controlled explosive acceleration type, right footed with 4-star skill moves and 4-star weak foot. Now, boys, we do have one more account where we can go ahead and evolve one more player using the Magic Nights Evo. In the comment section down below, let me know the player that you guys want to see. Now, we do see a bit of versatility with the card, which is always really nice to see. He can play the right mid, left mid, right wing, and striker positions. And if we go ahead and look at his in-game stats in a bit more detail, we can see that the card is pretty well rounded from an attacking perspective. I mean, this early on in the game to have a striker that does have 89 pace, 86 shooting, and 85 dribbling is incredible. Now, he does have 89 pace overall with 93 acceleration and 86 sprint speed, probably going to be the standout stat for the card. And because his pace is really good, you can most definitely focus on giving him a chem style that's going to improve the technical side to his game a bit more. Whether you play him at the striker position or out wide, the 86 shooting is going to be a huge part to his game because we do need him to be very clinical. 89 attacking positioning and 89 finishing with the 4-star weak foot this early on in the game is incredible. And then he does also have 91 shot power and 76 long shots. So like his ball roll trivela is going to be really interesting to test out. The 77 passing is a decent stat for the card. If you do play him out wide, you do need that chance creation going forward. Now, if you do want to go ahead and incorporate him a bit more like a playmaker in your starting 11, the Deadeye chem style would be a really good option. Now, alongside the 89 pace, boys, the 85 dribbling is going to be probably one of the standout stats for the card. As you guys know, Malen does have a bit of a smaller build in game. 87 agility and 86 balance should be extremely quick and swift on the ball, especially with his 4-star skill moves and technical playstyle. The only real letdown for the card in terms of dribbling is the fact that he does have 79 composure, but hopefully that isn't that big of a problem. And if you do want to run him at the striker position, the finisher chem style would be a really good option, man. It's going to be very close to maxing out his attacking positioning and finishing. And then it's going to give him a really good bonus for his agility and balance, just making him even better on the ball. And then last but not least, boys, the 77 physical, a decent stat for the card. He does have really good jumping at 89. 81 stamina if you play him out wide might be a bit of a problem. And then he does also have 76 strength and 69 aggression. Now, he doesn't have the craziest of strength and aggression, but Malen is most definitely a jammy player in game. He gets so many things to go his way. Now, in terms of playstyles, boys, he does have 5 different playstyles: the technical, flare, first touch, quick step, and trivela. And I love the fact that he does have the quick step and the technical, man. The LB pace boost with this card is going to be incredible. And with the evolution, there is a bit of variety with his player roles as well. He does have 4 player role pluses, which is really nice to see. The versatility with the card is honestly endless, boys. You can use him as an inside forward on both sides of the pitch. You can also use him as a poacher and then also as an advanced forward, depending on the position you want to go ahead and play him in. Now, as you guys know, the cost of the evolution is 50,000 coins. We did already go ahead and do a player review on Rashford and then also Correa. So it's going to be very interesting to compare the 3 players and see whether or not it's worth picking Malen up. If you guys do enjoy these FC25 player reviews and you want to see more of them on the channel, definitely let me know by leaving a like. And then also consider subscribing to the channel if you are new. It would be greatly appreciated. This is the team we're going to be using in Division Rivals to test out the new Malen card. Now, boys, apologies, man. We're on our 3rd account, so the team isn't looking anything too crazy. But we are going to be playing him at the striker position as that advanced forward in the 4-5-1 formation. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into game number 1 and let's see how good this card really is. Alright, boys, here we are jumping into game number 1 using the new Malen Evolution card. And I must say, I'm actually really excited to test them out. We are coming up against Katoto, Joao Felix, Bonmadi, Chouameni, Kamavinga. It's an okay team. Now, first things first, you guys know how we like to start off every player review, and that is by testing out the card's dribbling. Now, we did go ahead and give him the finisher chem style. So now he does have a lot better agility and balance as well. And as you guys can see, man, on the ball, the 4-star skill moves very quick and swift. He keeps it very close, which is nice to see. Now, as that advanced forward, man, we really just want him to get into really good areas and convert the chance. Now, right here, boys, we can go ahead and spring into a counter attack. And I do want to test out his passing early on. Nice, Donyell Malen over the top. I think we timed that perfectly, boys. Adeyemi with a really good run. I'm just going to go for a trivela. It's a bit of a tight angle. It's a decent play. If your opponent is playing a very high line, if you signal your left mid or right mid to make a run and then you play it into your striker, that over-the-top through ball is so difficult to defend against. Nice. Now, we do have Malen making that run, man. His attacking positioning is going to be really important. Little LB pace boost right there with the quick step playstyle. Oh, I tried to go for a 4-star skill move. The physicality maybe right there could have been a bit better. Adeyemi, I might go over the top again. Nah, we're going to use his run as a decoy. Nice. Madueke back into Malen. Heel to heel. Oh, boys, the acceleration right there is incredible. Trivela. His Trivelas are honestly some of the most cracked Trivelas in FC25. Well, boys, I think it's safe to say that game number 1 didn't last too long, so straight into game number 2 we go. Now, it does seem like this guy has a very good team. Kvicha in there, has Marquisio as well, so he probably does play FUT Champions. Rui Costa as well. Now, in game number 2, we're just going to carry on playing the same way. Malen, I like the attacking positioning right there. Drifted out wide a little bit. Opens up some space for us. Guys, keeping the pressure up right here, boys. Malen in between the 2 center backs. Lovely first touch. We'll go for a Trivela again. I'm telling you, boys, the consistency in his shooting is so good. And with the 4-star weak foot, there's a lot of variety going forward. Now, definitely let me know in the comment section down below another player that you guys would like to see a player review on. We should be able to do one more player using the Magic Nights Evolution. I know a lot of people were saying Trussard. A lot of people were saying Gabi Jesus, Joao Felix as well. I might go for that over the top through ball again. We just got to time it. Ooh, so good, boys. It's so accurate. That is so difficult to defend against. Look for the cutback. Malen, heel to heel. Beautiful. Good acceleration and another really good finish. Donyell Malen, great acceleration right there. I'm going to go for a power shot, even though he doesn't have the power shot playstyle. It's ridiculous, boys. His finishing with the finisher chem style is so good. And even though he doesn't have the power shot playstyle, I feel like power shots are just like so OP this year that you can still go ahead and use them. Malen, a little bit of left stick. Look at that, boys. I mean, just look at that dribbling right there. Keeping it very close, insane agility and balance. Now, I also want to test out maybe like a ball roll Trivela from range. If you do run him as a right mid, that's going to be a lot more effective. A decent attempt. I'm going to go to Adeyemi first. And with Adeyemi, we'll just run down this left-hand side and maybe look for a cutback. I mean, the pace going forward, boys, is so good. Adeyemi and Donyell Malen. Nice, good acceleration boost. 4-star weak foot. Lovely finish, man. I feel like he's a very good balance between Marcus Rashford and then also Correa. You kind of like get the best of both worlds with him. Little body feint, ball roll, Trivela, a little bit further out. Great shape. Hey man, round of applause. His ball roll Trivela is absolutely cracked. Now I know with the evolution, the player that you end up using does get the Trivela playstyle, but Malen does already have that one. And the finishing, boys, the finisher chem style is working so well with the card. All right, boys, here we are jumping into our final game using Donyell Malen. Now, in our final game, we're going to switch it up a little bit. We know that he makes an incredible striker in game, but we're also going to test him out as that inside forward in the 4-5-1 formation. And as that inside forward, his passing is going to be a lot more important. The dribbling has been very good, so hopefully he can get the job done. Ball roll Trivela just needed a little bit more power behind it. But so far, man, I think that the 2 standout stats for the card have most definitely been his dribbling and then also his finishing. A very clinical player and ultimately a very tricky player going forward. Oh, it's a great tackle by Mudryk. Now we do have a little bit of space right here with Malen. Lovely first touch. Pop it up. R3 touch into a power shot. I don't know what it is about that, boys, but it's honestly just so consistent. The R3 touch into a power shot, even though your player doesn't have the power shot playstyle, is still great to use. Now, as that inside forward, in some situations, he is going to pick up like a more central position. Right here. I have to test out his passing a little bit more. Patient build up. Mudryk through the middle. Ooh, that little swerve pass, that's actually pretty decent. Malen in a very central position. A little bit of build-up play right here. Drop it back, LB pace boost. Good acceleration boost right there. I'm trying to go for a cutback. He took that one touch too many in that situation, but that's okay. Nice. Caicedo. As you guys can see, this guy is quite defensive at the moment. Good attacking positioning right there from Malen. Peeling away from the defenders. I'm just going to go all the way. R3 touch. That time I put too much power behind the shot, boys. That is most definitely my bad. Now, for you guys that don't know, this is actually a really good goal kick tactic to go ahead and incorporate. You just go ahead and call your team short. You signal one fullback to make that run, and then with your center back, you just go for a cross diagonal. It's a very easy way to break that defensive line. I know that Malen's not really in this play, but I wanted to go ahead and show you guys. Oh, it's a lovely interception, boys. Come on, man. Can we tie it up right before halftime? Malen. I might just try to play it inside the Adeyemi. A little bit of patient build up right here. Ball roll, Trivela, decent shape to it. It's a lovely finish, man. I love that. If you are struggling to break down your opponent, man, just give the ball to Malen. Ball roll, Trivela. It's very good to use. Nice. Good physicality as well. Ball roll, Trivela. Good shape to it. Oh, it's off at the crossbar, boys. I don't want to spam ball roll, Trivela, so I'm going to switch it up a little bit. But I want to show you guys the consistency of them. Pau Torres, good. Malen, great attacking positioning. LB pace boost right here. Just go for a cutback. Should have gone for a swerve pass in that situation just to like try to take it around the center back. Malen, a little bit of left stick dribbling. There goes that pace boost again. I might go for a swerve pass this time. I will just go for a cutback. Beautiful ball inside the Adeyemi, boys. That is incredible. It's a pretty simple pass, but sometimes those passes can be hit like behind your striker. So it's really nice to see that it was accurate. That's good, boys. Adeyemi maybe through the middle. Gonna go for a swerve pass. A little bit behind him. That's what I was talking about when we scored that third goal. Malen, swerve pass into his stride. That's great, boys. That's very accurate. The defending from my opponent could have been a little bit better, but it's nice to see that you can incorporate the swerve pass as well. Nice little curl on it. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. That is us using the new Magic Nights Evolution Donyell Malen in a few games of Division Rivals. And I will say, man, for 50,000 coins, another phenomenal player. Now, if we go ahead and dissect his in-game stats in a bit more detail, we did go ahead and give him the Finisher Chem Style. And the Finisher Chem Style works really well with the card. He gets a really nice upgrade to his shooting and then also a really nice upgrade to his dribbling. And on the ball, he was definitely very smooth. Now, with the Finisher Chem Style, he does have 97 attacking positioning and then also 99 finishing. So you guys already know, man, the finishing in and around the box was very consistent. His long shots were really good as well. Now, whether you play him up top at the striker position or out wide, the 89 pace was a really solid stat for the card. 93 acceleration and 86 sprint speed. Now, that is a bit of a pace split, so if you do want to go ahead and give him a chem style to help out with that, you most definitely can. But with the quick step play style and with him being really good on the ball, man, his pace in game was really good in my opinion. Now, if you do plan on using him at the right mid position, the 77 passing and 85 dribbling are going to be two really important stats for the card. And I will say, for the most part, his passing wasn't anything too crazy, but I feel like he can still most definitely get the job done. Down that right hand side or maybe down the byline where you are looking for a cutback, those simple passes he's really good at. If you do need to maybe like switch to play, you know, maybe try to go for like an over the top through ball, that's a little bit more inconsistent, so keep that in mind. But ultimately, boys, when you go ahead and pair that with his 95 agility and 90 balance, he is a very tricky player going forward. 4-star skill boost and the technical play style as well, so there is a lot of variety when it comes to left stick dribbling and R1 dribbling. And then last but not least, boys, and a very surprising stat for the card, the 77 physical. Although he doesn't have the greatest of strength and aggression, on the ball he was actually still quite strong, which was great to see. A very jammy player going forward. Now, as you guys know, the cost of the evolution is 50,000 coins. It is a tad bit expensive, but for 50,000 coins you are getting a really OP meta type of player in my opinion. From an attacking perspective, he can do everything pretty well. Now, we did already go ahead and do a player review on both Marcus Rashford and Angel Correa, and if I had to compare the players, boys, I mean, this is where things get really interesting. I do still think that Rashford is probably your best option for the evolution because Rashford does have the power shot playstyle. Plus, again, he does have that OP meta type of feel to him, a bit of a taller build in game as well. Correa works really well if you do prefer your smaller, more intricate type of players, you know, that are really good on the ball, very tricky going forward. And then we do have Donyell Malen, man, another fantastic option for the evolution, and I feel like he's a really good balance between the two players. He's kind of got like that pace and finishing of Marcus Rashford. I mean, on the ball, he's a little bit like Correa with his really good agility and balance. So if you are looking for a very balanced player from an attacking perspective, I do think that Donyell Malen is a very underrated option for the evolution. Now, it might be a little bit more difficult to get him on full chemistry, especially if you don't run a Bundesliga team. But for me personally, boys, out of all the players that you can go ahead and use in the evolution, I do think that Malen is easily a top 5 option. For 50,000 coins, you're getting a player that is very good on the ball, very good finishing in and around the box and long shots. And the physical side to his game is very difficult to defend against. If you can get him on full chemistry and you do still have the evolution available, I think he's a very underrated player in game and I would highly recommend him. But that is going to be the end of today's video. If you guys did enjoy it, let me know by leaving a like. Comment down below what player you guys would like to see next in another player review. And then also consider subscribing to the channel if you are new. It would be greatly appreciated. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you guys so much for clicking on today's video. I've been your boy Booba and I'll catch you guys in another one very, very soon. Peace.